Okay, all right. So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna do a new maths video, and the topic is about fractions. I know this topic is really common, it's really popular, and once you're doing CSEC Maths fractions, you normally see fraction on your test papers, right? So fraction is a common topic. You've done this topic through primary school, but maybe you don't remember about fractions, and this video gonna teach you about fractions. Also gonna talk about the different types of fractions. Alright, so please remember to hit that subscribe button to Raheem Vlog. Also, you can go and follow me on Instagram at Raheem Math Club. So here on Instagram, you can go follow me. You can DM me on my Instagram. You could just let me know what you think about my maths videos. Alright, so this here, the Instagram, that's Raheem Math Club. That's my message inbox. Alright, so any question you have, you can just message me. Alright, so let's go into it. Alright, so first thing we're going to talk about, what is a fraction? In mathematics, fractions are defined as parts of a whole. The whole can be a number or any specific value or a thing. In other words, it is also termed as a portion or a section of any quantity. Alright, so here in this box you can see you have some circles, but you'll see 1 over 4, which is a quarter. So the 4 is the denominator and the 1 in this case is the numerator. So there are 4, this circle is cut into 4 equal parts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why you have the 4, because in the denominator tell you how much the circle or the quantity is divided up into, and the 1 at the top is the numerator telling you how much has been taken out of the whole fraction itself. So the 1, it's a 1, you can say 1 over 4, or you can say a 1, you can say a quarter. In this circle here there are 5 parts, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 is taken out of each part. Alright, so you have 1 over 5. Alright, so we have the type of fraction. So we have the proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fractions, and we have I think a few others. Alright, so the proper fraction, the proper fraction are those where the numerator is less than the denominator. For example, 8 over 9 will be a proper fraction since the numerator is less than the denominator, and this is a less than sign. Alright, so I explained before, the numerator is the top number and the denominator is the bottom number. Improper fraction, the improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator happens to be greater than the denominator. For example, 9 over 8 will be an improper fraction since the denominator is greater than the numerator. No, it's less than, sorry, it's less than. So it's a less than sign, and which is simple saying that the denominator is less than the numerator. So the numerator is 9 and it is greater than the denominator, which is 8. So a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is a combination of an integer part and a proper fraction. These are also called mixed number or mixed numeral. For example, so in this example here, you have 3 and 2 over 5, and this is a mixed fraction here, 3 and 2/5. The 3 is a whole number and the 2/5 is a proper fraction. Alright, so to get it as a improper fraction, we have to multiply. So we multiply the 3 and the 5 and we add the 2. So 3 times 5 give us 15 plus 2, 17 over 5. Alright, so you're gonna turn it into turn a mix. That's how you turn a mixed fraction into an improper fraction, where the denominator is less than the numerator. Alright, and the denominator in this case is 5. and the numerator is 17. So you have a next example, you have a next type of fraction, which is the like fraction, or those fraction as the name suggests that are alike or same. For example, if you take 1/2 and 2/4, which is 2/4, they are alike, since if you simplify it mathematically, you'll get the same fraction. To simplify a fraction, you have to divide it. Alright, so to get 2/4 to turn a half, you divide it by 2. So 2 into 12 will go 1, and 2 into 4 will go 2. So you'll get a half. Alright, that's how you simplify a fraction, and I will show you in a next maths video how you could simplify a fraction in its lowest terms. Alright, so you can take a screenshot of the types of fractions, and if you're watching this on your cell phone or your tablet and you don't have a notebook or any pen to take notes, you could just screenshot it. Alright, when you have the time, you could transfer the notes in your notebooks. Alright, so we still on the types of fraction. We have the unlike fractions, or those that are dissimilar. For example, a half and 1/3 are unlike fraction. Alright, so we have the equivalent fraction as well. Two fractions are equivalent to each other if other simplification either of two fractions is equal to the other one. For example, you have 2/3 and 4/6 are equivalent fraction, because when you reduce the 4/6, you'll get 2/3, and to reduce that, you divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. Alright, so unit fraction. Unit fraction is a fraction is known as a unit fraction when the numerator is equal to 1. So 1/2 of a whole is a unit fraction. Also 1/3 of a whole is a unit fraction. 1/4 of a whole is a unit fraction, and 1/5 of a whole is also a unit fraction. So unit fraction is quite simple. Once the numerator is equal to 1, it is a unit fraction. So these are the rules of fraction. Alright, so there are some rules we should know before solving the problems based on fraction. Rule 1. Before adding or subtracting a fraction, we should make sure that the denominators are equal. Hence, addition and subtraction of fraction are possible with a common denominator. Alright, so rule 1 is the rule that goes when you're adding and subtracting fraction, and you have to make sure the denominators are equal before you could add or subtract. Alright, so in rule 2, it goes when you're multiplying fraction. So we multiply the numerators as well as the denominators are multiplied, and you can simplify the fraction to get your final results. So in most cases, when you multiply fractions, sometimes the fraction can be simplified in its lowest terms, or when you're doing exam or worksheet, the instruction will tell you to simplify the fraction in its lowest terms. Alright, so in rule 3, it's talking about when we're dividing fraction. So when we divide a fraction from another fraction, we have to find the reciprocal of the another fraction and then multiply the first one to get the answer. Alright, so rule 3 states that when you're dividing fraction, to reciprocate the other fraction, and then you have to multiply them to get your final answer, and also you could simplify it if it's possible. Alright, so in the next video I will show you how to add fraction, how to subtract fraction, how to multiply, and how to divide fractions. Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in, and please remember to subscribe to Raheem Vlog, and also you could reach out to me on Instagram at Raheem Math Club. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and do have yourself a great afternoon.